Okay, so we're fast forwarding. So you're probably wondering, like, oh, when is the trial supposed to start? You're just talking about your entire life and how you have hatred toward you. The thing is, all this hatred and manipulation, and it's just a precursor and a setup toward for what the devil had planned or what he was already planning. He was already planting seeds. Then comes the big ones, like, okay, for instance, this is gonna be the first time I've told anybody this. So, me as a child, we got stuck in the house a lot. I'm not gonna say who or what or when or where, but somebody, an individual close to me, whom you're supposed to protect or who's supposed to protect you, molested me. Yeah. So, and what's the one thing that you do, or how do you control or take somebody's soul or individuality? You take their manhood. Diddy shit. And that's supposed to be like you can't come back from it or whatever the fuck. Bullshit. But anyway. Yeah. So imagine this happened to you, to somebody that you care about, or somebody that you're supposed to protect you, and you're young. And so you have no concept of sex whatsoever. You're an innocent kid. You're used to waking up in the morning and watching Power Rangers and freaking Dragon Ball Z in Spanish and Animaniacs, Looney Tunes. You're at that age. That shouldn't happen to any child. It fucks you up mentally. Not only does it fuck you up mentally, it fucks you up as your own protector, as a protector for yourself. And again, this is going to be another first. This is going to be really hard for me. But so, what do you think? You as an individual that, or a child that got this happened to as a child, how are you supposed to act as an older brother? Do you see where I'm going with this? Like, I don't want to. You ever seen Joe Dirt? Yeah. So that was my first big sin, incest. And that shit ate me up, or it still eats me up to this day. Because I loved, I love that person. I loved her. I still love her. It's my sister. And not even poor me at this time, it's poor her. Like, the amount of pain and how messed up in the head she was as an individual growing up. I can only imagine if I was fucked up. And the cool part is I've tried to bring this up, but it's like I understand too. So I felt like it was just something that I had to die with, which just kills you, because that's something that, in order for you to be forgiven, you have to forgive yourself, and I was never going to forgive myself for that until now. And and now your other brothers and sisters singing, you get blackmailed, and so it was horrible. It was a path that should never have gone down, but it was all for a reason, because I'm sure that I'm not the only one, and I know for a fact I'm not the only one. This is blame of failure on all levels. from parents to myself to, and just the devil just manipulating out there having a field day. Like, we should never have kids that so unsupervised and together for hours on end, especially hormonal kids. For with that you're so similar in age, like it was a recipe for disaster. Locked in the house all day, yeah, it was that recipe for disaster. Just go, anyways. Fast forward. So that was the first where I started. Lust started just taking over. First big sin. Then ego. Oh shit. So now, like I said, I'm faster and more athletic than everybody, but I've been systematically broken down, remember? So now I still learning how to use my hands again, or learning how to use my feet. If I show you my feet and my hands, they're all messed up. I've been on a journey trying to heal myself, realizing how broken and crooked I am. We're jumping too far in the future. So now I have this ego that I'm the baddest out there, and nobody could see me in a fade. And the thing is, every fight that I've been in prior to me being so self-absorbed, I had God on my side. I was like, I fear no man but God. So every squabble was with faith. So how can I lose? And I never lost. It wasn't until the point where I started being so self-absorbed, where I thought I was just the greatest thing in existence, that I could do it all by myself. I remember this day clearly. This is the first time I got my ass whooped. And this set precedence for things to come to this day. Like, I had a real cause and effect. So, mind you, now I'm in this gang life, right? Which I'm not gangbanging, it's just a tagging crew. But this is Boy High, so it's like a tag banging crew, whatever. Anyway, and I'm hanging around with gang members at this time, and I see three kids walking in my neighborhood, and I'm with my sister, and sometimes I feel like it's a setup. It was a setup, but whatever, because I didn't notice them until it got pointed out to me. However, anyway, so me think I'm Billy Badass, walk up to these three freaking boys, same age as me or maybe a little bit older, and I feel like I'm gonna bang on them myself. So they Uno reverse card me, and so I walk up to him like, hey, where are you? Right when I say, hey, where are you? Where are you from? At the moment I said anything, the moment my lips came out, made any syllable, boom, first shot broke my nose. You wanna open up that can. Boom, first shot breaks my nose. Leaking everywhere. I didn't know my nose was broken at the time. I just see 6 people, and I'm fighting this person that has 3 people, and I'm just aiming for the middle and swinging, which I'm not used to. I'm used to bobbing and weaving, and so now I'm just swinging at the middle person. Anyways, get my shit knocked out, bam, wake up, they're running, they're down the street, get up, wipe myself off, go about my business, it's ass whooping, whatever. My sister looks at my face and says, oh shit, Michael, your nose. I see my nose is like displaced. And so me, like, I'm used to pain at this point. Like, I've gotten my ass beat all from my dad since I was born, extension cords and belts and sticks and whips and chains and you name it, fists, whatever. I'm like 13 years old at this point, 14 years old, yeah, somewhere in there. Anyway, look in the car, fix it real quick, or as good as I think. This is the result. Come to find out, like, I have a deviated septum still to this day. I have trouble breathing out of my left lung. That's why I breathe like this. Anyways, it was a compound effect. But the point is that I went into that situation with hatred and aggression. So God didn't have my back. And so, whatever. Now I have even more anger and hatred, and now I'm running away and leaving the house at 14 years old for weeks on end or months, sleeping in parks, homeless. 14 years old. Nobody's helping me. I mean, my brothers and sisters. Like, you ever seen Smokey taking the shit in the side of a house? That was me. I took a shit in the side of my house and got. I think somebody saw me, I think. But yeah, I was down bad at that point. And wherever I started hanging around with these individuals, and so now I need money. I'm about 15 at this point, and I'm in the streets, running back and forth in the streets. And I need money, so I want money. I don't need it. But I want to I want to be fly. I want to be cool. I want bitches. I want, excuse my language, bitches. They're women, and all women are beautiful. Trust me, that's one of my banes of my existence. My kryptonites, women. Anyway, so how am I gonna get money at 15 years old? Gotta go take it. Ain't nobody trying to front me no drugs. I ain't got no money to sell drugs. And I just became a liar too, because I'll backtrack to this. This is all connect. But anyways, so now we go and meet this guy, and we're robbing stores. First one, cool. Go into the store in South Central, South LA. Rob this dude. I'm gonna even get that much. We get like $2,000 or something. Some electronics, and we tie him up and freaking pistol whip him and whatever. And yeah, that was the beginning of my downfall. And so we'll come fast forward a couple more robberies. We come to this like fourth robbery at this point, and there's this older lady at this store that supposedly got staked out by my co-defendant, my accomplice or whatever, my crime partner. And said there was some dude there, whatever, and cool, whatever, There's been all dudes at this point. So I've lost all my morals at some point. I don't know when. This is probably one of the main reasons why. And I go in this older lady. So I walk in, shocked, scope out the place, walk back out, I think I buy like a pack of gum or some shit. Excuse my language. And I go and I told him, like, hey bro, there's some lady right there, I'm cool. Nah, we're in here. I'm like, nah, I'm good. And so whatever, we end up doing it. We don't hurt the lady. But even then, it was a poor judgment. It was horrible. I feel horrible to this day. I mean, I have a bunch of regrets, but not regrets because it led me to this point. Anyways, and I'm doing all this without no mask. So we do the robbery. I think I take the tape like in Menace to Society. We go back to go watch the tape at his apartment. The tape's static. It's already a red flag. So there's no video on it. Come to find out, they had like that closed circuit TV, and mind you, this is 09, so this is some fancy shit. Like we ain't never had no closed circuit TV. You just had maybe a DVD, Blu-ray, which just came out. And my boy gets his phone blowing up saying about they just seen us on TV, or they seen me on TV. So boom, I dip. Now I'm on the run. They go and they raid my apartment, my dad's house, and yeah, I'm on the run for like 3 months, 4 months. And I come back to the same area thinking that I'm low key because I have my hair like this now, maybe a little shorter. Mind you, this is Boyle Heights, California. Or Boyle Heights, Los Angeles, California, Boyle Heights. Me, at this point, in 09, walking around like this, I already stand out. Like, I already stand out, but this, I stand out. I already had a reputation with the local police department, with the Hollenbeck division. So they already knew who I was. We're kicking it with some females drinking at the park. The female says that she wants to get dropped off. Her man's calling her. So I told him I was kind of like a ringleader, whatever. And we go drop her off, come back. There's a bunch of cops raiding some guy I know's house. There's a cop in the street. He looks at me, I look at him. I look away, trying to play it cool. He does that. He does a double take. I already knew it was all bad. I told the driver that was driving me, I was like, hey, let me out. This dude just double take. He's like, no, you're cool, you're cool, you're cool, you're cool. And then I'm thinking this is a setup now. Now I play it back in my head. Anyway, we get pulled over at the park, obviously. Get us all taken out of the car. Oh no, he asks for license registration, goes to his car, immediately just gets on the mic. And within 20 seconds of him getting on the mic, the entire main 4th Street and side street are all blocked off. Helicopter above. And yeah, the moment they put me in handcuffs, the entire Hollenbeck, the police department, started celebrating. Like, yeah, we got him, we got him, we got him. Mind you, I don't know why I'm such a big deal. You know, this is just a simple robbery. This happens all the time. Now, come to find out, everybody knows who I am except for me. At this point. And so, yeah, so we go into the precinct. Obviously, we're going to get questioned. And, yeah, mind you, I had been drinking a little bit, but, yeah. I am smart enough and well enough and know enough and know the street code enough to not have divulged enough information. Like I said way too much, so I snitched. And now I have that eating at me now. Because now I come to regret it, right? I come a day later, I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I didn't give him his name, but whatever. I said too much, regardless of the fact. And yeah, so now I'm in juvenile hall. Now I'm a little bitch in juvenile hall because now I know they got me on tape. They show me the tape, and it's clearly me. You can see me clear as day at this dumbass fucking 15-year-old kid robbing this place. Bare face. I didn't give a fuck. I had a death wish at this point. And I'm thinking that going to juvenile hall and going to prison saved my life because, yeah, at the rate I was going, it was all bad. Now, yeah, so I'm in juvenile hall. Mind you, once upon a time I thought I was Billy Badass, but now I'm like, fuck, I'm never gonna get out. They got me in juvenile hall. They're telling me now I gotta fight my fitness or say if I'm fit for juvenile court. And the lawyer comes and I'm stressed out. I'm trying to retract my statement, but he's saying that he's telling me whatever. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. I didn't see any paperwork, so he didn't tell on me. I don't give a fuck. I'm the one that fucked up. Whether he was a grown-ass man or whatever, it doesn't matter. I fucked up. So now I think I'm never gonna get out. So now when I go in, repping a gang I'm not even part of. It was a bad move. No, I didn't know. I didn't know anything about juvenile hall and any of this shit. So now I'm squabbling people, or not even squabbling on your feet. Like, it's weird fighting, like locking legs. They know what that is, and that's just, it's stupid. Whoever has the longest arms, and if your back's against the wall, you're gonna get your ass whooped. Yeah, I didn't know any of these tricks though, so I'm getting my shit. I got my shit beat up, which gave me more passive, you know. But in the same breath, I started to find God again in juvenile hall. I got baptized and first communion, and yeah, at this point too, this relationship, like I said, I had a fractured relationship with my stepmom, and we didn't talk for a while, for a long time. You know, like I said, I was on the run, 14, 15, I barely talked. It was like a hatred toward each other. And my dad used to come visit me almost every weekend in juvenile hall, but my stepmom never came to see me. And one day, before I get sent to adult court, my stepmom comes to visit me, and we start talking. And this is the last time I seen her. Like I said, like, we had a fucked up relationship, but I don't blame her, man. She did the best that she could, you know. Anyway, yeah. So we started talking. We had a good time, man. We have a good time. We're laughing, and she starts crying. She tells me that she's sorry, and she wishes. She starts apologizing, like she fucked up. And I start telling her, "No, you're good. I fucked up. Like, I fucked up. I was a fucked up kid." And we hug, and there's tears and shit. And she's like, "Come see you next week." And next week comes. I'm excited. I'm excited at this point, you know. No, like, kids, you gotta visit, but it's early. It's early, like, before visiting. So I'm like, what the fuck? All right, cool, whatever. And I go on, I see my dad, and my dad's bawling. I'm like, what the fuck? And he tells me that my mom died, my stepmom. That week she passed away from a heart attack. I think that I know that she was just waiting for that closure, you know, to make amends. Yeah, at least that we went out on good terms. I thank God for that every day. And so now my heart's cold, man, because I I didn't even shed a tear. That's how in shock I was. And it took me a while to shed a tear at that time. I had to go to myself in isolation, and I had like sit and contemplate, and finally I started crying, you know. But then now that I think about it, this is like the start of a downfall, because I started doing hard drugs in there. I started smoking like crack and cocaine and doing a bunch of meth, and I just started going downhill. And I got real aggressive, and I confronted some staff, and this is like a month or two later, the staff comes into this room, and this is unnecessary filler details, but yeah, he comes and he tries to kick one of my friends, or I thought it was my friend at this time, out of his classroom. Out of the classroom, he's supposed to be in a different classroom anyways, but he wasn't doing anything, bro. And he was actually learning in our classroom. He didn't learn in the other classroom. He's like, and I was like, man, just leave him. He's actually learning. I'm trying to stick up for him, you know, be a hero. And he's like, shut the fuck up before I fucking kick you out too. And now I'm like, yeah, you ain't gonna kick out shit. I'm like, I'm getting back into my little badass state. And he's a grown ass 40-year-old man, you know. And he's like, he walks up to me. He says the one forbidden word that you can't say in jail or prison, you know. He calls me a bitch. So I get up, fire on his shit, and we're tussling. Mind you, this is like a narrow hallway where the chairs are at. tussling. I get the better of him. I flip him inside of the hallway, and I start choking his ass out. Like, oh, who's the bitch now? Who's the bitch now? And of course, all the probation officers come, and they're like, "Let him go, cuz, let him go." Let him go, and then immediately he gets up, pulls my arm straight back, and I don't know, maybe dislocates my freaking my collarbone or something. Another event that had everlasting effect was, yeah, we'll get to that. So now, whatever, he slams my face into the wall. I go to cell. He starts dissing the hood that I'm not even part of. And finally, after my adrenaline is down, I feel like I can't even move my arm. So they take me to the hospital saying that nothing's wrong, but I can't move my arm. So I think my arm was just in shock. And then I started doing even more drugs at that point just to numb the pain. Trying to do one hand push-ups. Obviously now that's a bad idea because now I have a deficiency on each side. Now my left arm, my right arm is going to be stronger than the other, you know? But anyways. Fast forward, I lose my fitness, get sent to prison, or sent to county. And I'm in county at this time. And they asked me obviously who I run with. If you guys don't know anything about jail, and especially in Los Angeles, and it asks you who you run with, or you run with the blacks, which are, you know, either are you part of a black gang, or are you part of a Mexican gang, white gang, Asian gang, what? And all I grew up around is Mexican, so obviously I say I'm Mexican. It's neglected my black side. I hate my black side now at this point. And yeah, so now I'm grouping with these individuals. Mind you, this whole time, to this day, it's people know who I am. Again, this is the testimony of the Son of Man against the devil. And the Son of God. So I didn't even know who I am. I didn't even know anything about myself. I just knew I'm some regular dude. And anyways, so we go to prison, or I'm in county, and that's when manipulation started. You know, like I used to do a lot of calisthenics, and immediately they started to tell me no, and I never was with that, really with that homosexual stuff. I mean, no offense to anybody that's homosexual or homophobic. Like I was never, as a child, I was never homophobic. Like to me, you were just another person. Like, I don't care who you like or what you like or who you stick your in. Nothing to me. But imagine now, not imagine, but it's reality. People are telling you, oh, hard F word, or just making like disgusting comments toward them, and so this is learned behavior over time. Not only that, but mind you, again, I had this thing happen to me when I was a child, so that messes you up already. And yeah, so nothing happened to me in prison, at least I don't think so. Oh, fuck. Can't believe I could laugh about this now. It's good that I could laugh about it, but anyways, we go and then I never was ashamed of how I am. Like I got a big ass dick, so, and I'm athletic, and I've always was conceited and freaking egotistical, so I always thought I looked good. And so now, they're making gay jokes, but not really playing type shit. And this is over years and years and years. I mean, this is the start at county, but this happened systematically. And being around a bunch of dudes 24/7, 7 days a week for whatever, how many years? So I got sentenced to 15 years with 2 strikes for the robberies I did, which was horrible. Like, I didn't kill anybody, especially as a 15-year-old kid. Like, what? I didn't think I was gonna get out of prison, so I didn't give a fuck. And yeah, the DA's being a straight jerk or asshole. Just try to give me life a couple times. Like, dude, how you give a deal that's life? What? Kind of, what? Because I tied the dude up and moved him 10 feet. Like, bro, you didn't kill him. It was a child. You know what the fuck I was doing. Anyway, yeah. So finally, I come to a decent deal. 15 years, 2 strikes. Mind you, they have my face on camera. But gotcha. Yeah. So there's no getting out of it. And he's like, 15 years, 2 strikes. Take the deal, or go to trial. He's like, I'll give you 100 years taking 2 strikes. Fuck. Shoot the deal then. So take the deal. We get sentenced. Go to county. No, we took the deal in county. Got sent to prison, got to Chino. At this time, my voice is, I'm getting into my manhood, so my nuts are dropped and my voice is booming, and go to Chino and they have me running exercises. So I'm yelling out exercises for the individuals I used to, the part of the whatever class that they classify, the Southsiders, you know? And I'm screaming so loud that I damaged my vocal cords and I started bleeding from my mouth. And this is another trick that the devil did on me. Because now my voice is soft and now I have a soft ass little voice and 18 years old, fresh in prison. But mind you, I don't ever get fucked with because I always had angels guarding me. And one of my boys, like one of my true friends, that was always there for me now. Like everywhere I went, this nigga was there for me, and he looked out. He died, obviously. Everybody that's ever been close to me in my life, that has ever tried to help me, for real, is dead. It's not funny, but they're dead or gone, or I don't know where they're at. Systematic wipeout, like isolation. And so, yeah. Now we're in prison. We go from Chino to the main line, and we're GP. And when you go to GP, first day before you go onto the main line, I should say, they give you like a classification hearing. So they start telling you, they start reading off all your charges. And so they're like, okay, strong arm robberies, whatever, how many counts, false imprisonment, gun enhancement. And then, hand to God, I never did any of this. They hit me with the worst crime, or second worst crime you could do in prison. Hard R. What? Hold the fuck up. So I started losing my shit in the classification. Because one, I didn't do that. Like, I'll take what I did. Like, I'm a grown-ass man at this point. I feel like I'm a grown-ass man. Like, I'll take my punishment. What I did, I did. But I didn't do that. Get me? But the devil, or trying to whack my ass. Somehow, some way, this found its way onto my jacket. And yeah, it just astonished me. And so I started explaining myself and telling me like whatever I need to explain. I can't remember the details, but they all agree that I didn't do it, and they'll take it off. So now, but I'm stressing because when you go to the main line, you got to give your paperwork. And so of the crimes that you committed. So now, one, I'm stressing because I feel like I said too much. I know I said too much. Two, they have this other one on me that I completely didn't do. And so now I have this stress hanging over me for 15 years. And lo and behold, come to find out that by discernment and by the grace of God, where He showed me, they whacked me a couple times in there. I'm not gonna lie, they killed me a couple times. It's all good though. And you might say like, what? They mean they kill you? You're so alive, you're talking. Well, wait till I tell you the rest of the story. Anyways. So yeah. So now I'm growing. I'm going around with these people, and mind you, I'm 18 years old, so I'm still growing. And I've always had hand-me-downs, and I never knew that my true size or anything. So now they're sticking my feet. I'm sticking my foot in size 7s, 8s shoes, when I'm a 10, 10 and a half. So I'm sticking my feet in high heels. My feet are fucked up, and I don't know this. Like, I just think that because I'm balling every day or working out or running, that it's just part of the deal, you know? And the thing is, people around me knew that I didn't fit in those shoes, but you think they're gonna help me to become the best version of me? Fuck no, especially if they're working with or possessed by them. No, I mean 99%, most of the people in the world he's able to get to easy. But fuck no. And now also this, I have a lean. I don't even know I have a lean, and I walk crooked. My neck's crooked. Still to this day. Like I have to work every day, every single day, to try to walk straight, look straight, see straight, make sure my hands are good. How I grab it, like it's a process. It's a grueling. Like I have to physically be there, which is the whole point. I have to be present, which is my God's plan. Now, mind you, too, I didn't grow up reading the Bible. Like I read the Bible a little bit, well, only read Revelation and Genesis. So I didn't know anything about what the works of Christ He did and how the devil was allowed to tempt Him, and I didn't know any of this shit. Until recently, until like 6 months ago. So I didn't even know that this was aligning with my whole future, like my whole life, which was until recently, like it started making sense, you know? Like I said, birth dates and stuff, well, we'll get into that, but yeah. I lost my train of thought, I'm sorry. I was just playing back moments in my head, and you don't even understand. This is not even the entire whole full details. I've skipped through a lot, and I'm just trying to fast forward it just so I get the bulk of it. Like I mean, getting into how the devil manipulates us through TV, and especially early ages now. Like and there's everything subliminal, and it's a whole process. But it's just to show you that the devil's at work and you could get past him. That I've done it. I'm currently doing it. I fight him every day, but each day he gets weaker and weaker. He has no control over me, and then that shit pisses him off. This is the final nail in the coffin. I mean, not yet. I have no influence yet, but this is the start of something, you know. It's the start of the truth, and nothing but the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So where was I? Oh yeah, so I'm crooked and whatever, and I'm hanging around with this group of people, and all my friends, though, these are real ones, I guess, all gang members, start turning Christian. I don't know why or how, but I'm assuming now that I touched them in some type of way. Not like that. Whoa, get your fucking mind out the good. That was one time in band camp. Nah, but yeah, they all start turning Christians. And we're all in this group, and finally I'm in a level 3 yard, and I've been there for a while now, like 7 years. And finally I have enough points to get to a level 2 of fire camp, which I didn't want to go. I was so used to level 3. And I'm thinking like I'm very badass, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be soft out there. These people are gonna be soft. I don't want to go. And my friends, or the ones that I thought were my friends, or hopefully they are my friends, I haven't talked to them in a while, I have no friends right now. No real ones anyway. Anyway, they pushed me like, hey, nah, bro, go, get the fuck out of here. Like, if anything, you could always come back, you know? So I go, and I was about to come back, but then they changed the law saying that if you go to fire camp and you have a violent offense, I had a violent offense, your term goes from 80% or 85, from 85 to 50. What? 85 to 50? I'm gone. So yeah, we went to fire camp for 2.5 years, and this is the start of a whole journey, you know? So at first I hated it. It was one, I don't want to be running up hills and pushing myself, grueling every day, which it was a blessing in disguise, because I met this one fire captain, or not a fire captain, he's an engineer, but Scott Harlan, real one, bro. I mean, he didn't tell me I was fucked up, but he tried to push me every day. But he was like a father figure, you know, like lenient. But he would tell me how he was fucked up, and he put me onto reggae and like calm music and try to push me. And yeah, he was cool. So, and he encouraged me to go to this camp, to this new program that they're starting for inmates to become real firemen in the streets, or when you get out. And so yeah, I applied for it because why not? And I get in, obviously. Not obviously, but yeah. And I start off bartending. My brother gets me a job bartending. No, not bartending, bussing at axe throwing bar in downtown LA. But this is COVID now. I get out in 2019. I got arrested at 2009. So 10 years and some change I spent in prison, in jail. And so now I'm socially awkward. I thought I got out the same, but I didn't get out the same. And my brother knew I didn't get out the same, or my family members that are supposed to love me knew I didn't get out the same. Like I said, I got out, head crooked, arm fucked up, like eyes wandering everywhere. And nobody around me that supposedly loved me, like let me in on this. Like told me that, hey, you're fucked up. Like what's up with you? Like you walk crooked, you eyes wild, like you look everywhere. Like nobody told me this shit. So I'm thinking that I'm normal. And whenever I go to fire camp, or not fire camp, I go to this training center, pass it, get a job with Cal Fire. Oh wait, let me backtrack. This is another pivotal moment, bro. I don't even want to tell you guys, but I have to, because I have to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So when I'm in prison, at some point, some there, and this has happened, I felt like I had a stroke again. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm pretty sure that they killed me a couple of times, because like a couple of times I wake up and just confused out of nowhere. And I'm in the cell just confused. And anyways, so I wake up and I have like, I can't even talk straight. Like I have a slur and my grammar's horrible. My vision's poor. And bro, like it's like a flip of a switch. Like all of a sudden, like I'm lustful, but like I'm horny, fucking just for sex. Period. It doesn't matter what the fuck it was. I'm trying to fuck anything moving. And so you guys can say where the fuck I'm going with this. Fuck. Oh, my life has been a ride. Well, anyways, bro. So when I was in prison, they hooked me up with I had a bunch of drugs on me. How it got on me, it doesn't matter. And somebody tells me that the best way, besides shooting up in your veins, to get high, like I was getting high for a good 6 months straight, so they were on lockdown, is to put in your butt. And they're like pushing me like, yeah, bro, like fucking shoot it up. And like, nah, I'm cool with needles. And so me, fucking being a little dopey at the time, horrible, worst decision ever. Because now it just opens you up to guess what, homosexuality. Not to say everything's wrong with people being homosexual. Whatever you are, you like. Like I said, I have no room to judge. Trust me. No room to judge anybody for anything. But that's the thing I'm understanding now. Like, I know his manipulations, I know his tricks, and like, I don't give a fuck. You just love each other. That's the main thing. Like, just love each other and spread the word of God. And you have to believe in Christ. You have to. There's no choice. Anyways, that's down the line. So I get out. So 10 years, 11 years in prison. I'm trying to get some pussy. Excuse my language. Like I could say, I love females, bro. I'm not. I've done it, but I'm not. I'm sorry, dudes. Sorry, dudes. But I'm not. Every heartbreak, every turn and major depression of my life has been over a female. And that's the truth. So, but I have done it. So, yeah. So I get out and, bro, I don't know who the fuck or how the fuck, but excuse my language, I'm cursing too much. But I come onto this homosexual app or gay app or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the term is. I'm trying to be politically correct. And first it was just innocent scrolling, and I'm still trying to get, but I'm fucking horny, and yeah, devil's on my ass, and every little thing has whatever. So, yeah, done. Went, got topped off by some dude, fucking. Did the pitching and the catching. Pitching the first time, pitching the first time and catching the second time. And after the second time, I was like, nah, this ain't for me. But the thing is, I still have this freaking, this urge, you know? And it took a while for me to get rid of it. And the thing is, I'm like, why the fuck? Excuse my language, like, why is it so hard for me to talk to females or to get a female? You're like, bro, like I said, I wasn't conceited, or I felt like I was a good looking dude, or I feel like I am. Like, but I started projecting like this hatred and this ugliness inside of me started projecting outwards. And I still battle it every day, but I'm getting better at it. I'm starting to heal. And yeah, one of his biggest vices was trying to push that on me. And so after the second time, I was like, nah, but bro, when I say that evil and demonic forces and witchcraft and stuff is real, it's real. Because there's a whole organization trying to stop me. And yeah, so, and there's voodoo and shit, and they could control you if you let them, if you don't follow God. Anyway, so yeah, I started doing stuff to myself at a crazy level. I'm not gonna get into detail, but yeah, I had to fight that. So I overcame that, overcame homosexuality, overcame my ego. So now, systematic breakdown of this is after a period of time. Like, I didn't realize this until the journey started, 2023? Yeah, 2023. When, like, I hadn't found God in a while, talked to him in a while, like, barely prayed. And finally, I get with my baby mama. I have a kid, a son. This is one of the main reasons that I started this. But anyway, so finally I started hooking up with some chicks and stuff. Getting back when chicks could be spiteful, and chicks have power. If you don't know, bro, don't mess with their heart. And the thing is, not to be egotistical, but guy or girl, you know, 50 Cent got the magic stick, I be laying shit down, bro. Not to be egotistical, but yeah. Yeah. And so every chick I've ever got to is crazy psycho, bro. And lo and behold, I get with a Jamaican chick, or yeah, for sure put voodoo on me. She already told me she was. And then that's when it just compounded. It got super bad. Then I got another one, Mexican chick. They got witchcraft, psycho. And then I got one with my baby mama, psycho, super psycho. But yeah, and I'm not even trying to judge them all because they all have traumas and stuff. But all of them had the same thing in common, like same pattern, toxicity, and the last one I stayed with because I had a son. So I'm trying to do the same. I'm trying to do right by my son, you know. But the moment I met my baby mama, I knew that she was a team player, trying to be kind, you know. I didn't give a fuck. All I wanted was the truth from her. I wanted her to just be loyal. But yeah, the thing is, people think they could lie to my face, and like I said, I am who I am, and God tells me otherwise. I know immediately that you're lying. Like, you cannot lie to me. It's impossible. You cannot lie to me. I could feel your energy from a mile away. I could know your intent from a mile away. Just, you can't get over anything on me. It's just what it is. God. My father's gonna tell me. My mother's gonna tell me, whatever you want to call it. I've called him my father my whole life, but yeah. So yeah, now where are we? Got my baby mama. 2003, we had my son, and we're like in a rift at this point. We're having debates about, or not debates, but arguments about how my son should be raised. But me, I'm being passive because, one, I want this relationship to work, and I want my son to grow up with in a healthy household, you know, like a family with his mom and his dad, something I didn't have. But the thing is, started seeing little manipulation, and how my son was being raised, and I didn't agree with it, and finally started dropping my nuts after being a little fucking pussy. Started finally dropping my nuts and speaking up about how I felt like what they were doing with my son is wrong. And that's when things started getting crazy with them. And at this point too, my baby mom was in her bed, and she's watching TV or doing on TikTok or whatever. But I'm on my phone playing Call of Duty Mobile. And I remember this day clear as day. We're sitting, she has blackout curtains in her room. I'm laying down. My son's in his crib, or he's between us. I can't remember exactly. He's in his crib. And I hear a voice as clear as I'm talking to you. This is, my word is my bond. As clear as I'm talking to you, I'm playing my Call of Duty, and I hear a voice, clear as day, saying, "Michael." It said, "Michael, it's time." I stop. I look to my BM. She's on TikTok, or she's laying like back toward me. What the fuck? Tripping, right? So I start playing again. And he started saying, "Michael, it's time." And I just ignore the voice, like I'm tripping. And now, mind you, I'm playing Call of Duty. I'm playing ranked Call of Duty, and Legendary. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. And I'm playing with them like little demons, bro. They're icing my shit. I have like 1 kill, and they got like 20. And whatever. And finally, he's like, what do I need to do? He's like, it's time. He's like, this is what you want? He's like, this is nothing. He's like, this is nothing. He's like, look at this. And they go from slide canceling and freaking headshotting me, and I kind of get 1 kill, to turning around in circles, and it's like my hands are getting just taken over, and headshot. I'm lacing all of them, and they're bots now. I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, see, and then I snap back onto it, and now they're good again. Now I suck, and then he does it again, and that's when I stop and I just drop the phone. Like, what the fuck? And I don't know. I got this urge to stop everything, and I told my BM what happened, and then I had just the urge to profess my love for Jesus, for Christ. And my baby mom was shocked, like scared. I mean, she knew who the fuck I was, because if I told you the story of how I met my BM, it's not a coincidence. But anyways, so I hadn't proposed to her because I didn't trust her, and so I felt like I needed to do the right thing and propose to her at that time. Proposed to her, and like 2 months later, 3 months later, homeless, no car. Told her I professed my love for Jesus, and then yeah, that was the beginning of my journey to like real, and where I started really putting faith in God. And times got rough. Like, bro, I had no car. I had to go from LA. My BM literally came to my job, and I was working for Cal Fire. It came to my job in Fresno. I was using her car. Took her car because she had a nail appointment, and I had taken overtime because I'm trying to get us money to get out of her mom's house so we could get our own apartment, because I was tired of all the toxicity in that household. But anyways, she got mad because I took overtime, and I got forced. No, I took 2 days overtime. I'm lying. I lied to her about taking overtime because I know she was gonna throw a fit, but I knew that we needed the money. So she said she had a nail appointment in downtown LA. We live in El Sereno. You could Uber for $10. I told her Uber her. She's like, no, whatever. I need my car, and I need it now. You need to be here tomorrow, with my car. I was like, I'm not going to be there tomorrow. I'm going to be at work, straight up. So she comes, takes her car, leaves me stranded. And from then on, we broke up. I was homeless, sleeping in public storage, sleeping on the streets, walking, or taking the train from the bus from LA to Bakersfield, train from Bakersfield to Fresno, and then from Fresno all the way to Coalinga, which is like another hour. Thank by the grace of God, there's a bus that goes from Fresno to Coalinga. Who would know? But anyways, and then traveling from the city of Coalinga, which is 5 miles to my station. I do this every week, taking as much overtime as I can because I don't want to go home because fuck, it's gonna be a mission. And finally, I get on my feet, get a brand new car, get my own apartment, badass luxury apartment, and things are looking up for me. And me and my baby mama, the moment things started looking up for me, she moves in with me, and again, now I'm really waking up. Like, I started noticing that my hands are fucked up. I started noticing that my feet are fucked up, and my eyes are fucked up, and I'm practicing this in front of her, and she starts questioning me like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Stop that. Stop. Why are you doing that? Why you stop? I'm like, well, fuck no. Like, my shit's fucked up, And so, whatever. We get another fight, and yeah, that's the last time we were together. Anyways. And so fast forward 2025, I'm depressed, sad, like I have nobody. I don't have my son. I have my son just going back with his mom. The last time I seen him, and like I saw him 23rd before Christmas, and it was Christmas Day, and I'm sad, And like I usually tell everybody Merry Christmas, like I'm at least that. And this year, I was telling nobody Merry Christmas. People were telling me Merry Christmas. I was looking at them pissed off, walking away. And I don't know why or how or what, But December 25th, 2025, I just got the need or the urge to go see snow for some reason. Like what? And so I got in my car and I drove to go see the snow. I live in Fresno at this time, so the snow is like an hour away. I'm driving through like a little blizzard, and for some reason, like bro, like it's a blizzard up there, and I have people in Hondas and with no snow chains like me driving up, following me up this hill to go see the snow. I'm like, what the fuck? Like whatever, it's a coincidence. But I'm already starting waking myself up to the fact of who I am. And I go see the snow, I'm happy, whatever, chill, because God goes tell me to go see the snow. And I come back and I get on IG and I start seeing like people are posting pictures about being in the snow, and I'm like, what the fuck, coincidence, you know? But there's this one person, some individual that really started waking me up to my feet, like my roots being fucked up. And I don't know if it was a coincidence or I just happened upon her page, but bro, I started like stalking this girl. Nothing like that, but not like I'm not trying to harm her or bro, but like I just started stalking her too. She was helping me, like my hands and my eyes and my neck and like how I stand. Like I would study her videos and like I see little hints about how to stand or walk or talk. And by the grace of God, or I don't know what or how, or so I just started watching every one of her videos, just stuck. And then her and her friends, and yeah, I started healing myself. But the thing is, too, now the devil's on my ass, bro. Like I'm doing crazy stuff to myself. Like I'm talking to myself, and I'm having this whole spiritual battle because he's in me. So now he knows, like I'm fighting him for real. Like there's a real fight going on. And there's this one video, and I don't know if I make this up or what the fuck, but there's a video where it was like, I don't know, one soundbite, but it's like I hear in the soundbite, run to me and confess your love and tell me that you're the Son of God. And I stop and I replay it, and I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? But that's not the soundbite, but that's what I'm hearing. And so, whatever, I start thinking that, because she's a businesswoman, successful, very successful, like, hats off to her. She has morals, or at least I feel like she does. And that's what really was attractive. It was her feet, first off. Strangely. Like, she's a beautiful woman, but nothing, like it wasn't a lustful thing. It was like almost a motherly freaking, like something a wife or a girlfriend or anybody that really cares, or your mom or friend or somebody that really cares about you is trying to help you, you know? And so fast forward is like, I don't know, I have pictures, but like January or something. I up and leave my apartment, don't pay any bills, and just leave and go on this trip, this spiritual journey across the United States. Now I know this is a trend and people are doing it, and people are doing it on scooters and freaking walking across the United States. Hats off to them. And like I said, I think, like, I know that I started this shit. I started this trip, but I didn't do it for clout. I didn't do it for recognition. I did it for God, for love. Because at one point, God is like, just go now, today. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm in Fresno. I'm having like attacks around everybody. I'm snapping on people, and the devil's working hard. And so now I start driving. I started driving to Miami. This is where this individual stays at, this person, or in Florida. And yeah, so I'm driving and I'm making videos, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but all I know is I'm seeing the country for the first time. I've never left California. So I finally got out of my box, you know? So I drive down but I'm cursing the name of Christ. Like cursing him and F him and this and that. So that the whole time that's the consciousness that's in me, you know? But I've never, ever cursed my father. Ever. But that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. He wanted me to forsake him. Nah. Negative. That's the whole reason I started. I mean, actually, I skipped the whole thing. Like, I started sun gazing and stuff, and at work, and there's shit I did there's details. Like, hour 5 minutes, and I haven't hit the head of nothing. It's the tip of the iceberg. But yeah, so now I'm traveling across the country in my Honda Civic. Stick shift Honda Civic. It's January. It's a snow. If you guys remember, look back in the weather in January across the eastern part of the United States, it was blizzards, bro. Like, it was crazy, but it was fun. Like, it was definitely an experience. And so I'm driving through New Mexico, land of enchantment. That's some of the most near-death experiences I ever had in my life. Like how some of the most rage and confusion and spiritual battles I had was through New Mexico. And finally, I finally make it to Miami. And me thinking I'm gonna be me, still all fucked up and shit. Excuse my language. Thinking I'm just gonna run into her or something, and we're just gonna be happily ever after. Some crazy shit. All delusional, but anyway. So yeah, I'm in Miami for like a couple of days, and I realized like how ridiculous I am. So now I'm thinking like I gotta go and find my people, because I have a newfound love for myself, you know, for my culture, for my skin, and I'm starting to realize who I am. And I don't know to an extent, but I know that I'm the son of God, but I don't know what that means. And so now I'm driving to Philly, because I saw a post on Instagram talking about the Philadelphia chapter of Black Panthers or some shit. So I go to Philly looking for them, and it's heck. Like, people are trying to run me off the road in a snowstorm, but your boy's on a Toretto. I got a stick shift Honda SI, and I know how to use it. So I'm downshifting, popping clutch on their ass, and driving through the snowstorm. I make it to Philly, which I'm a grew up an Eagles fan, so it was cool. It was a cool experience, and regardless of the fact. Went to Philly for no reason. Just went up there. Didn't find anybody. Didn't do anything. Decided to go to New York just to go to New York. I mean, might as well. When we're in Philly. What the fuck? You're not gonna hit New York. Hit New York, and no, something tells me to go back to Miami. And so I go back to Miami. And the thing is, the picture or the people that I'm following are helping me. They're in Miami at this point, or at least they're posting they are, and they decided it shows like they're in Colorado with the snow. Like, we're gonna go see the snow. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm in the snow now because Miami wasn't snowing. And I'm looking up though, and everywhere I go, it'd be sunny, and the moment I get there, there's 1,000 planes covering the sun. Every single place I go. And so now I know that they're trying to, but if I stay out long enough, the sun's gonna pop out. That's just how it is. That, and if I look at it, the wind's gonna come, and birds are gonna come, and bees are gonna come. And just how much my Father loves me, how much my God loves me. Like I said, I'm blessed. And so, but if I'm having a bad day, and this is being able to like, it's gonna be cloudy. Anyway, yeah. So now I go back to Miami out of random, but I go to New York just to see New York and fucking travel to get inspiration. And I feel like I'm talking to her telepathically and shit, which I still sometimes feel like I do. But anyway, in New York and we drive back to Miami, now I have one of the biggest spiritual attacks there is, and I stop in the middle of the road, thinking that this entire freeway is just a trap in a convent. Because everywhere I go, there's like roadblocks and like it felt like deliberate attempts to block me from getting to where I needed to be. Which me, just if you know me, it just pushes me harder. So, but at this point, I'm in Miami and I'm like, fuck. Like a voice tells me like, love, just go back home. And so I start driving back so now I head from LA through Texas or through Arizona, through the middle of the United States toward Miami, up to Philly, toward New York, to Baltimore. I don't know if I hit Jersey or not. I think that's the other way, but Baltimore and all them, back down to Miami. And I really wanted to go the upper United States, but there was a big snowstorm there. I don't know if I was going to make it, so I really wanted to hit Colorado, which was old girl was at. And so I drive back down to Miami, bam, drive back toward LA, have to stop at New Orleans, because I don't know why I stopped in New Orleans. It was just fucking New Orleans. And yeah, finally make it back to LA, try to see my son, trauma with my baby mama. She's like, fuck no, you ain't seeing him. So again, I get back on the road. Now I'm heading toward Colorado. And I pass through Vegas, and I'm again cursing the name of Christ. And I'm going toward Utah, because I know Salt Lake City is like a big Mormon town. And I don't know, I felt like it was going to be like the Mecca, and I was going to go up there and curse his name in front of everybody. And something stops me halfway up. Like I'm like halfway through Utah, just about to hit Salt Lake City. And I start driving back down. I was going to go through Utah and then go to Colorado. And something stops me and I drive back down. And for some reason, I feel like I needed to sacrifice myself. Like something's been telling me this whole time. And I'm tired though. I'm like sleeping. I'm off. It's hours of rest at this point. Like this whole journey, I've had minimal rest. I'm pushing. I'm putting miles on that car, and I'm trying to make it through to states in a day. You know, I'm trying to make it toward New York from New York to LA in a day. But anyway, I'm driving through Las Vegas, and God starts talking to me, and through music. And there was like this lullaby, and it was going perfectly with lights and stuff, and it was an experience. And as dusk, or as the moon set and the sun started to rise, I let go of the wheel, and like it would be straight for a while, and then it'd veer off, and then we start laughing, and cause I'd be like, show me you could control the car, and keep it straight, and then it'll veer off, and then he's like, you trust me, or the God was like, you trust me, and I was like, yeah, I trust you with my life. He's like, would I do anything to hurt you? I remember, this is clear as day. He's like, would I do anything to hurt you? And I said no. And he's like, okay. I don't know if it's he or she, but I say he because that's what I'm used to. So I let go of the wheel. And man, I'm smashing it. I don't have my seatbelt on. I don't like to wear my seatbelt because fuck, it like constricts my breathing and I can't move, and yeah, so I don't have my seatbelt on. And I'm smashing. I'm going like at least 80 plus on the freeway. It's just on the outskirts of Vegas. Let go of the wheel, close my eyes, fly off the road, boom, 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 boom. Car flips, and I wake up, and I was in a wreck, but I'm awake, and car smashed. It smashed, yeah. And I wake up, my neck hurts, crack my neck, and I get up knowing, I went into that wreck not thinking I was gonna kill myself, but knowing that I was gonna survive, if that makes sense. I had faith. So once I was under with the wreck and I had survived it, it wasn't a shock to me. Like I have some videos I'll post later on if you guys want, but yeah, so it wasn't a shock to me. So, but now I have no car, low on cash, like $1,000 in my fucking account, and I gave up my apartment because I've been gone for almost a month or something like that. I don't know. I've been gone for a while at this point. Or I left right when like rent was due or some shit. Excuse my language. And so I have no apartment, no car, and I'm homeless. But at the end of the day, right before I sacrificed myself, or not sacrifice myself, like, yeah, I guess, yeah, whatever. I just don't like to say stuff like that because it feels like, oh, egotistical or whatever. And so I grabbed what I could, started walking down the street, or walking down through the desert, literally through the desert, got mouth dry and shit. See a cop, I'm thinking that he's gonna help me, you know, I just in a wreck. So I started walking up to him, and of course, I'm not. The police system needs better training, bro. Because I was a fireman, so like some of these cops are my brothers. Like some of them are my brothers. Like they're cool as fuck. They're just like you and me. Fuck, firemen are just like you and me. Just because they have a badge don't mean shit. But anyway, so I'm thinking he's gonna help me because I'm a fireman, so I'm used to hanging around with CHP and shit on wrecks. And boom, first get up, put your fucking hands up. Like what the fuck? So I mean, I should have known because I grew up in the ghetto, so I should have been a bit surprised. But anyways, and I told him he's a cop. I told him I'm a fireman, and changed all attitude changes. But I'm in handcuffs, you know. I was just in a wreck. Like I told him I was just in a wreck. Hold up, bro. Like I'm the victim. What are you talking about? Why am I in handcuffs, bro? And anyways, so they drive me back toward the. I don't even know how I got back to the wreck. Actually, I think I walked, or it might have drove me to it. Whatever. I can't remember. And we go to the wreck, and they flip it, and they're astonished. They're like, "Did you have your seatbelt on?" I was like, "No." They're like, "That's fucking amazing that you came out unscathed." I came out unscathed from that crash. Nothing. And they were just mind blown. So me, it was like another day in just me doing business, you know? Another day at the office. And so and then after I'm done with all this, I'm thinking that they're gonna drive me to the nearest rest stop or some shit and give me like at least some courtesy ride. Fuck no. I said that I had to walk past back from the wreck to this nearest I think it was called Turbos, which it was a crazy story. It was just cool. And immediately got some water and some Mike and Ike's, and and went back to LA to see my baby mama because that's the last voice that was in my head. And this whole time, and come to find out when I try to go find my baby mama, thinking that this is the woman I was supposed to be with, you know, like that's why that was the last name in my head. Mind you, I didn't tell you this, but every time I told God to remove my baby mama from my life, if she was bad for me, if she was not good for me, we always broke up. And so I think this is last final sign. So I went up to her house, and yeah, she was with some dude, or she had a whole ass boyfriend, you know, which I shouldn't have been surprised. Like I was shocked. I didn't give a fuck. I thought she was gonna break up with him for me. No, whatever, cool. Like now I know. Now I'm free. And so yeah, they at least looked out for a little bit. They put me in a hotel. I had no money, lost my wallet for some reason at some point, and yeah, I had like $300 in the bank, and started my journey. Now I've here, been homeless for I don't know how long, but the whole thing is, throughout that whole journey, through that whole process, one, I still want to meet old girl. What her name is, I'll show you later, or where she is. Yeah, if you're watching this and she watches this video, I'm not trying to be a stalker or anything. You help me a lot, and that's love. And I just want to show appreciation. But yeah, I decided to start a business, so I quit my job as a fireman because it's just slavery. Like not slavery to the point, but like I'm not meant to work a 9 to 5. That's not who I am. That's not my purpose in life. And I realized that. And this whole time it's been faith driven. And I've been trying to figure out like how or what or where or how I'm gonna get money and this entire time God has been like, bro, just have faith in me. And to this day I got like, it doesn't matter how much I have in my bank account, but I'm not gonna tell you guys or anything for monetary gain, because it's not for monetary gain. This is for waking up of the global consciousness, where I feel like I know that I'm part of the collective. Or I know that the moment that I woke up and I started fighting the devil, that my people and everybody's been waking up. But at the same time, there's been attacks like crazy. Like they've been trying to pit me against Hispanics, and that's what he wants. He wants me to have anger and war, and nah. I mean, he came close. I mean, I've been real aggressive, and but not at this point. This is the point where we want to reverse it, because the script's written, bro. We all know the script. We all know the script. And it's up to us to change it. But are we gonna change it? How many of us are gonna watch this video and be like, hell no, that's not. He ain't who he is. My God, or the Son of God that I know is not a F, or he doesn't do this or that, or I haven't even got to other parts, but I'll add on to it. I'm trying to think of a way to ease into it or backtrack, but he's tried all type of manipulation on me. Like I beat him trying to do some like pedophile stuff against me. Like I never did anything to no kids, and that's, I love children. This is one of the main things. Like we're trying to destroy our youth, and that's fuck that. No, I would never ever hurt a kid, ever. Fuck no. I'm a father. I'm a father, yeah. And yeah, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I will say though, like, since I'm being truthful, there was this one point in the song Kendrick Lamar, oh freaky ass nigga, you're 69 God. Hey, run for your life. Yeah, I felt like he's talking to me. Anyways, I've done some freaky shit, but, and the part where he's like, and you better hide your little sister from him, and probably A minor, because he tried to do some pedophile shit to me, or try to get me to do some pedophile shit, but nah. The worst I've done, and the funny part is this is Drake's response, as I only lip lock with her. I did kiss one girl, and she was 17, and if that makes me, but yeah, never ever, nothing like touching anyone, or even touching a breast or ass, or nothing. And that's word, nothing. I don't think I put hands on her leg before. Yeah. And the thing is, there's been setups, cold setups, and to this day, there's still setups. And no, absolutely not. Morals, values, that's what I lost. That's what he tried to take from me. That's what he tried to take from all of us. And that's what we need to regain. That's what we are regaining. Fuck that. And we don't need to, we are. We're warriors. I'm a warrior. That's why I'm here. Fuck, I don't quit, I don't lose. I don't lose. Fuck. Does it look like I lose? I mean, who in the fucking right mind is gonna tell you everything? I fucking love you guys, man. I don't wanna live in a world where you gotta worry, or I gotta worry about if I have a daughter, some freaking body's gonna be weird because they're reflection of myself, or just because the devil runs rampant and we're fucking don't know ourselves, or excuse my language for cursing so much, or people growing up confused, or it's just the whole process, and we've lost our way. We've lost our creativity, we lost our individuality, we lost our imagination. We're dependent on AI for everything. And so once you depend on AI for everything, you lose what makes you human. And that's what I had to find out again. I had to find my creativity again. And so yeah, I don't want to market anything, bro. Like, I just want us to get our shit together, to love each other, to fucking kick the devil's ass, to unite under Christ, because we have to. I mean, some people are not gonna like it. People are not gonna like me. That it doesn't matter what you like. I'm sorry. I am who I am, and it's either gonna accept me and follow into my Father's path or not. Because if you don't, and even if you say like, oh, I still believe in God, and I don't accept you as who you are, that's not the way it works. I'm sorry. And I was put in this position. I think I was put in this position, and I know I was put in this position, and given the trials and tribulations that I was given, because it's a test for you guys, for humanity. Are you still gonna accept me? Are you still gonna love me? Yeah. And I surely, I really hope that you do, because at the end of the day, I just saved myself. I won. No matter if I ended today poor or the richest man in the world, like, my soul is saved. I told you the truth. Like, I have nothing to hide. Like, the devil can't do anything to me anymore. So, but the thing is, now it's your turn. Like, we as a collective have to start choosing sides. There's a line in the sand, and there's an hourglass now, unfortunately. But the thing is, we can have paradise on Earth. Earth is paradise. Mother Earth. I am Mother Earth. Mother Earth is me. We're one. We love you. I love you. But I love myself. And I had to start loving myself again. I had to find my self-love. But I assigned self-love and then love for my Father, and it's the whole thing. But it's been a journey. But it's been a beautiful journey. A terrible and horrible and painful journey, which hopefully I get the chance to speak more on it in more details. And I'm sure a bunch of you are going to have questions, and I'm sure I'm going to get a bunch of judgment. But the thing is, who are you to judge me? The only one that could judge me is my Father. And that's what I had to realize. Like, I had to get out of caring about what other people think so much about me, or caring about what other people think about me, and just have faith in God and only care about what God thinks. And at that point, so lo and behold, today, 2 days before my birthday, before the age I turned 33, and like I said, look at the numbers. My birthday doesn't lie. I am who I am. Yeah, it's in my palms. It's in my birth certificate. It's in the stars. It's in the numbers. I don't want this. I didn't ask to be who I am. I was just born that way, and people hate me for it. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna end it right here, fellas, or ladies and family. There's a lot of things that we gotta do. First off, we gotta start working on ourselves individually. You gotta start looking at your own deficiencies and stop giving what other people think. And you gotta start making tough decisions, whether your spouse likes it or not. And that's the hard truth. And I know you have so much love for an individual or somebody, but you have to love yourself and love God more, because what's more important than your soul and the soul of your child? Most importantly, like that's how I started. My kids. So then which turned to my soul, because I knew I couldn't do anything for my child if I didn't start helping myself. So the moment I started realizing that the only way I could help my child was to better myself, then that's when I started becoming the person I am. And look where I'm at today. I still have work to do. Like, my feet are not the best. My arms are still not the best. I still have a little crook, but every day is a battle, and I'm not going to lose. I'm just going to get better and better and better and better. Whether it's all the little mannerisms. That's that feminine side of me, divine feminine. I'm a Gemini, the Gemini. Yeah. We got this shit. We don't lose. If you're a warrior of God, if you believe in God, if you believe in Christ, we don't lose. God doesn't lose. All we do is win, 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 no matter what. Yeah. It's exciting. At first it was nerve-wracking, but exciting. I want to end it right here because I want to enjoy the rest of the day. I want to enjoy the sun, enjoy nature, sun setting, take a little walk. I love y'all. Have a blessed day. Have a great day. Yeah. Talk to you soon.